How's it going, everybody? This is Kodiak Killer checking in for the first episode of my GM Connected series. Me and Frem decided that instead of just doing regular GM mode, making a series out of it, we're going to do a little GM Connected. It's going to be a little bit different than the genuine regular GM mode because we're both running on the same, in the same system, same game, whatever. And it's going to be a little bit different just for the fact of I got to deal with him making trades, playing. I got to deal with, and he's got to deal with me. More than likely, we're going to be coming across the same players, offering trades, trying to sign the same free agent. That's what's going to make this fun. Now, this episode is more or less just to get you guys into understanding what I'm going to be doing with this. The first thing I'm going to do is I am the Philadelphia Flyers, as you can tell. We just started this league. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my lines for the first week of play. Now, I am a big Flyers fan, and I do like the addition of Michael Raffl. He just signed a 2-year, $2.2 million contract, and for that, he's getting first line time. He needs to be up there with Giroux and Voracek, right where he was a couple weeks ago, maybe month and a half ago, and he was doing real well. Now, Matt Reed, no, Wayne Simmons is going in his place, and Downey, he's a grinder, he's gritty, he needs to be down with Ronaldo and McGinn. He's going to be our fourth line, right next to the enforcer. He's a grinder in the game, but enforcer of Ronaldo and Ty McGinn. All three of these guys not afraid to take anything from anybody. But other than that, I'm going to make a few minor moves. Braden Shen is going to be moved out to the wing, and Couturier is going to be taking the face-offs on that third line. My defense, I do like the setup I have here for defense. I got Coburn and Timonen on the first pairing, Luke Shen and McDonald on the second, and Streit and Grossman rounding it out on the third. And I'm not going to mess around with the power plays too much. I've already looked at them a little bit. They seem to be all right. They seem to be doing pretty well. I'm not going to deal with the shootout lineup. That one's fine. Actually, I take that back. I saw Timonen in there. I understand, buddy, you are an offensive defenseman, but you have no place taking a face-off shot. Now I got Giroux, Voracek, Simmons, LeCavalier. You know what? Let's get Hartnell in there. Let's get Hartnell taking a shootout. He can be a little crafty. Now, some of the trades and stuff that I'm going to make maybe to start the year, maybe mid-year. I'm not 100% sure yet. I am going to be looking to get rid of Ray Emery, possibly for some draft picks, possibly for a prospect. I'm not 100% sure yet, but Emery will be going away. That's just a personal preference. Nothing against Emery. He was a good goalie 2-3 years ago, but he's not anymore. He needs to go. Now, who I'm going to be looking to pick up, maybe something like Sergei Bobrovsky. I don't know. It might be something to look into. I'm looking forward mostly to seeing what you guys say. Maybe getting a little input from you as to who to trade for, maybe who to look into getting, and maybe some other ideas, and we'll go from there. But I'm just going through my lines here a little bit, just kind of checking out who's playing where on the penalty kills, on the power plays, stuff of that nature. I'm going to exit out of this now, and yeah, I understand. But waiting for all this to load, and then go from here. Not going to deal with jersey numbers. I really don't feel like trading or switching jerseys. But I'm going to go into GM options here. I'm going to take a look at free agency here real quick. Planned on making this about a 10-minute episode. It's getting to be about 4.5 minutes now, so maybe just do a little bit more. There's nobody really in free agency at this point. Nothing. I mean, maybe one of these guys. No, never mind. I take that back. They're all garbage. Maybe Frem will pick some of them up. I don't know. I think he might be doing what I've seen him do in regular GM mode, and that's make a prospect team. Real young guys with good potentials. He'll have a good team in 2 or 3 years, and when that time comes around, if everybody progresses the way they should, he'll have a pretty good team. I mean, I will admit that. But it's it's hard to say what he's going to do. But here I'm looking at, pretty much the salaries that I got coming up. I mean, and the potentials of everybody I got. Now, Timonen, he's getting old. After this year, I don't plan on re-signing him. And I might look to trade him at the end of the year, just because he is rocking a $5.12 million contract, and I only have him through the rest of this year. He's a good defenseman, but he is 38. I mean, he is getting up there in age. He just won a bronze medal this year, but it's about like Teemu Selanne. He should be done here shortly, if not done already. Mark Streit, same with him. He's getting up there in age. I got him signed for quite a while. Might look to make a deal with him, for him. Braden Shen, I do plan on keeping around. I do plan on re-signing him after this year. I mean, look at his potential. He's not that old. I have a feeling he's going to be the face of the franchise in 5-6 years if something happens to Giroux or Voracek. Now, Ronaldo, I want him for the intimidation factor. He's signed for 2 more years. He is a restricted free agent, and he's not signed for that much. And I mean, for a 23-year-old enforcer, somebody that's not afraid to go pound somebody's head in, he's a pretty good guy. Matt Reed is another person that I might be looking to get rid of. He's signed for quite a few years, but he's not that good. He's not going to get any better. Michael Raffel, I'm going to keep him. There's nothing that can be said. I'm keeping him. Unless you guys, have proof that he digresses in the next few years and he's not worth keeping around. He's somebody that I'm going to look to keep. Pronger is going bye-bye. $4.2 million contract all the way up until 2017, 2018. There's no reason for me to keep him around. Time again, pretty much the same as Ronaldo. Might be looking to move him or just not sign him after the year. Andrew McDonald, I do like what he brings to the table. He's an unrestricted free agent after this year. I'm going to try to get him back. LeCavalier might be somebody that I look to move. I understand that we just picked him up, but he might be somebody to move. Same with Hartnell. I know he's a big name, big face of the franchise, but he's signed for quite a bit of money, and he's not going to get any better. He's 31 at an 84 overall. Not going to get any better if he, whatever. Now, Giroux, he's staying. Unless somebody offers me, like, Crosby, he's not going anywhere. Hal Gill, he's going bye-bye after the end of the year. Downey, I might look to get something out of him, maybe a draft pick here or there. Just signed for too much. I mean, he's a grinder. He's not going to really do a whole lot. He's not going to be the one that's putting up points for me, even on that 4th line. Now, Braden Coburn, he's somebody that I'd look to keep. And Sean Couturier, I am going to keep for quite a while. That's just my idea of this. And we're going to move down to goalies here right here. Now, Steve Mason, he is rocking a 4-star, Red Star potential. I do have him signed all the way through 2017, 2018. He's 25. He's an 83 overall. I have a feeling he's going to be the goalie of the future for the Philadelphia Flyers in real life and in this simulation. Ray Emery, like I said at the beginning of the video, he is going to be gone. I only have him signed through the rest of this year, and then he's out, out in free agency. I might just say, hey, here you go. Try free agency. You ain't going to get nothing. Or I might try to get a few draft picks or maybe a prospect or 2 out of him. But with that, that's my idea for this simulation. That's my idea for what I want to do in this GM Connected. And from there, we'll talk to y'all next time.